12. Brain Hacks to Change Your Life. Written and published by Echoes of Empowerment. Introduction. Your brain is the ultimate command center of your life. Every thought you think, every decision you make, and every action you take originates from this powerful machine. But here's the question. Are you truly using it to its full potential? Most people go through life without ever optimizing their brain's full capacity, running on autopilot and stuck in repetitive thinking patterns. But what if you could train your brain to think faster, remember more, and solve problems effortlessly? What if a few simple hacks could unlock a sharper, smarter, and more powerful version of you? Neuroscience has proven that our brains are adaptable, capable of growth, and can be rewired at any stage of life. The key lies in understanding and applying the right brain-enhancing techniques that boost memory, increase mental clarity, and supercharge focus. These aren't just theories. They're science-backed strategies used by high achievers, entrepreneurs, and top performers to gain a mental edge. And the best part? You can start applying them today. If you're ready to tap into the full potential of your mind, unlock hidden cognitive abilities, and upgrade your intelligence, let's dive in. 1. Activate neuroplasticity through challenge. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Just as physical exercise builds and strengthens muscles, mental challenges stimulate your brain, encouraging it to grow and adapt. This process is known as neuroplasticity, which refers to your brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. These connections help improve memory, boost problem-solving skills, and enhance overall intelligence. One of the best ways to activate neuroplasticity is by constantly engaging in activities that push your mental limits. When you step outside your comfort zone and try something new, like learning a foreign language, mastering a musical instrument, or tackling complex puzzles, you force your brain to work in unfamiliar ways. This process stimulates the growth of new neural pathways, strengthening cognitive abilities and making it easier to absorb and retain information in the future. For example, learning a new language requires your brain to process new vocabulary, sentence structures, and grammar rules. This forces different areas of your brain to work together, improving memory and multitasking abilities. Similarly, playing a musical instrument enhances hand-eye coordination, auditory processing, and concentration, all of which contribute to a sharper mind. Even solving puzzles like Sudoku, chess, or logic games strengthens problem-solving skills by training your brain to recognize patterns and think strategically. Embracing new challenges doesn't just improve intelligence, it also helps delay cognitive decline. Studies have shown that people who continue learning and engaging in mentally stimulating activities throughout life are less likely to experience memory loss and conditions like dementia. The key is to consistently introduce new challenges and avoid falling into routine patterns that no longer stimulate your brain. To maximize neuroplasticity, try incorporating a variety of activities into your daily routine. Read books on unfamiliar topics. Take up a new hobby, learn to code, or even switch up everyday tasks by using your non-dominant hand. The more you challenge your brain with novel experiences, the stronger and more adaptable it becomes. By making lifelong learning a habit, you are essentially future-proofing your mind, ensuring that it stays sharp, flexible, and capable of handling any challenge life throws your way. Like a tree that grows stronger when exposed to the wind, your brain thrives on challenges. The more you push it, the more resilient and powerful it becomes. 2. Use the power of deep work. In a world filled with distractions, the ability to focus deeply on a task has become one of the most valuable skills a person can develop. Deep work is the practice of engaging in focused, uninterrupted work for an extended period, allowing your brain to operate at its highest level. Unlike shallow work, which involves quick, surface-level tasks like replying to emails or scrolling through social media, deep work demands your full attention and cognitive energy. This level of concentration enhances problem-solving skills, improves learning ability, and significantly boosts productivity. When you engage in deep work, your brain enters a state of intense focus, similar to the way athletes experience flow during peak performance. In this state, distractions fade away, and your mind operates with maximum efficiency. It allows you to process complex information more effectively, connect ideas in new ways, and retain knowledge for longer periods. Scientists have found that deep work strengthens neural pathways, helping the brain develop stronger connections between ideas, leading to greater creativity and critical thinking skills. However, achieving deep work in today's fast-paced digital world is not easy. Constant notifications, endless entertainment options, and the habit of multitasking make it difficult for most people to focus deeply for more than a few minutes. Studies have shown that every time we get distracted, whether by checking our phones, responding to a message, or switching tasks, it takes the brain about 23 minutes to regain the same level of focus. This means that if you frequently interrupt your work, you are losing valuable time and mental energy, reducing your ability to think clearly and complete meaningful work efficiently. To harness the power of deep work, you need to train your brain to resist distractions and improve your ability to focus for extended periods. One of the most effective ways to do this is by setting aside dedicated blocks of time for deep, uninterrupted work. This means turning off notifications, closing unnecessary tabs, and creating an environment that minimizes distractions. Some of the most successful people in history, from Albert Einstein to Bill Gates, have used deep work strategies to achieve groundbreaking discoveries and innovations. Another important strategy is scheduling deep work sessions at the times when your brain is naturally most alert and productive. For many people, this is early in the morning before the distractions of the day begin. Others may find that they do their best thinking late at night when the world is quiet. Identify your peak productivity hours and designate them for your most important and mentally demanding tasks. In addition to scheduling focused work sessions, practicing single tasking is essential, unlike multitasking, which forces the brain to switch between tasks and reduces efficiency. Single tasking allows you to give your full attention to one thing at a time. This helps improve concentration, reduces mental fatigue, and increases the quality of your work. Over time, single tasking will rewire your brain to become better at sustaining deep focus, making it easier to enter a flow state whenever needed. Another powerful technique to enhance deep work is the Pomodoro technique. This involves working in highly focused sessions, typically 25 to 50 minutes long, followed by short 5 to 10-minute breaks. These structured time intervals help your brain stay engaged while preventing burnout. After 4 Pomodoro cycles, a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes is recommended. This method has been proven to increase productivity while keeping the mind fresh and focused. Your environment also plays a key role in deep work. Studies show that a cluttered, noisy, or visually distracting space can make it harder to concentrate. If possible, create a designated workspace that is free from distractions. This could be a quiet room, a library, or a workspace with minimal interruptions. Noise-canceling headphones, instrumental music, or nature sounds can also help block out background distractions and keep your mind engaged in the task at hand. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can significantly improve your ability to enter a deep work state. Training your brain to focus on the present moment through meditation strengthens your attention span and reduces the tendency to get distracted. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness practice each day can help improve your ability to concentrate for longer periods, making deep work more achievable. Incorporating deep work into your daily routine is not just about getting more done. It's about enhancing the quality of your thinking, mastering difficult skills, and making meaningful progress toward your goals. Whether you are a student, an entrepreneur, a writer, or someone looking to improve their cognitive performance, deep work is a superpower that can elevate every area of your life. By eliminating distractions, training your brain to focus, and creating an optimal work environment, you can unlock new levels of intelligence, creativity, and productivity. 3. Optimize your sleep for maximum intelligence. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools for enhancing brain function, yet it is often overlooked in the pursuit of productivity and success. Many people believe that sacrificing sleep for work, study, or other activities will help them achieve more. But in reality, a lack of sleep does the opposite. When you don't get enough rest, your cognitive abilities decline, making it harder to concentrate, process information, and solve problems. Sleep is essential for memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and overall brain health, and optimizing your sleep can dramatically improve intelligence, creativity, and mental clarity. Your brain undergoes a series of critical processes while you sleep. One of the most important is memory consolidation, where your brain organizes and stores information from the day. During deep sleep, particularly in the rapid eye movement, REM stage, the brain strengthens neural connections, allowing you to retain knowledge and skills more effectively. This is why students who get quality sleep after studying perform significantly better on tests compared to those who stay up late cramming. Similarly, professionals who prioritize good sleep tend to make better decisions, think more creatively, and solve problems with greater efficiency. Another crucial process that occurs during sleep is brain detoxification. Throughout the day, your brain accumulates waste products, including toxic proteins linked to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. During deep sleep, the glymphatic system, your brain's waste removal system, works to clear out these toxins. Without sufficient rest, these harmful substances build up, increasing the risk of cognitive decline over time. This is why consistent sleep deprivation is associated with memory loss, reduced brain function, and a higher likelihood of developing neurological disorders. To optimize sleep for maximum intelligence, it's essential to establish a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs sleep-wake cycles. Irregular sleep patterns, such as staying up late on weekends and waking up early on weekdays, disrupt this rhythm, leading to poor sleep quality and reduced cognitive function. By sticking to a consistent routine, your body will naturally learn when to feel tired and when to wake up, resulting in deeper, more restorative sleep. The quality of your sleep matters just as much as the quantity. While the average adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, the depth of sleep is what truly determines how well your brain functions the next day. Light sleep is not enough. Your brain needs deep sleep and REM sleep to recharge and perform at its best. Deep sleep is when physical restoration occurs, while REM sleep enhances learning, problem-solving skills, and emotional processing. If you constantly wake up throughout the night or don't enter these deep sleep stages, you may still feel tired despite getting enough hours of rest. One of the biggest factors that affect sleep quality is blue light exposure, especially from screens. Phones, computers, and TVs emit blue light, which suppresses melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Using electronic devices before bedtime tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. To combat this, it's important to limit screen time at least an hour before bed. If avoiding screens isn't possible, using blue light filters or wearing blue light blocking glasses can help minimize the negative effects on your sleep cycle. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine also plays a significant role in improving sleep quality. Engaging in calming activities before bed, such as reading a book, meditating, or taking a warm bath, signals to your brain that it's time to unwind. Avoiding caffeine, heavy meals, and intense exercise close to bedtime can also prevent sleep disturbances. Additionally, optimizing your sleep environment by keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Another effective way to enhance sleep is by practicing controlled breathing and mindfulness techniques before bed. Deep breathing exercises, such as the 4-7-8 breathing method, can calm the nervous system and reduce stress, making it easier to drift into restful sleep. Meditation and progressive muscle relaxation also help clear the mind of anxious thoughts that may keep you awake at night. Physical activity during the day can also improve sleep. Regular exercise boosts deep sleep, helping your brain recover and function at a higher level. However, it's important to avoid vigorous workouts too close to bedtime, as they can raise adrenaline levels and make it harder to relax. Instead, aim to exercise earlier in the day to promote better sleep quality. In addition to optimizing nightly sleep, incorporating short power naps can further enhance brain function. A 20 to 30-minute nap during the day can improve alertness, memory and problem-solving abilities without causing grogginess. However, naps that are too long or taken too late in the afternoon can interfere with nighttime sleep, so it's important to time them properly. Improving sleep is one of the simplest and most effective ways to increase intelligence and mental performance. Prioritizing rest allows your brain to operate at its full potential, leading to better concentration, faster learning, and greater creativity. While many people focus on working harder to achieve success, the real secret lies in working smarter by giving your brain the rest it needs to function at its best. 4. Upgrade your diet for a smarter brain. The food you eat directly impacts your brain's performance, affecting everything from memory and focus to mood and problem-solving abilities. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ, consuming about 20% of the body's total energy, despite making up only a small percentage of your overall body weight. This means that the nutrients you provide your body play a significant role in determining how well your brain functions. Just as high-quality fuel keeps a car running smoothly, a nutrient-rich diet ensures that your brain operates at its highest potential. One of the most critical nutrients for brain health is omega-3 fatty acids, primarily found in fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These essential fats help build and maintain the brain's structure, improve communication between brain cells, and reduce inflammation. Studies have shown that diets rich in omega-3s are linked to better cognitive function, improved memory, and a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. If fish isn't a part of your diet, alternative sources such as flax seeds, walnuts, and chia seeds can also provide omega-3s. Another essential category of brain-boosting foods includes antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables. Antioxidants help combat oxidative stress, which can damage brain cells and contribute to cognitive decline. Blueberries, dark leafy greens, broccoli, and turmeric are particularly powerful in protecting the brain from aging and enhancing mental clarity. Blueberries, for instance, contain flavonoids that improve memory and delay brain aging, while turmeric's active compound, curcumin, has been shown to boost brain function by increasing levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein essential for brain growth and repair. Healthy fats are another key component of a brain-boosting diet. While many people fear fat, the truth is that the brain is nearly 60% fat, and consuming the right kinds of fats supports cognitive function. Avocados, extra virgin olive oil, and nuts provide monounsaturated fats, which help improve blood flow to the brain and support overall mental health. These fats also play a role in reducing inflammation, which has been linked to conditions like depression and cognitive decline. In contrast, processed foods, refined sugars, and trans fats can have a damaging effect on brain health. Excess sugar consumption leads to inflammation and insulin resistance in the brain, which can negatively impact memory and learning. Research suggests that diets high in processed sugar contribute to mental fog, mood swings, and an increased risk of cognitive disorders over time. Reducing processed sugar intake and opting for natural sweeteners like honey or fruit can help stabilize energy levels and improve mental clarity. Protein-rich foods are also vital for brain health as they provide amino acids necessary for producing neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers of the brain. Eggs, lean meats, legumes, and dairy products supply important amino acids like tyrosine, which supports dopamine production. Dopamine plays a crucial role in motivation, focus, and overall cognitive function. Additionally, eggs are a great source of choline, a nutrient that supports memory and brain development. Another often overlooked factor in brain health is hydration. Your brain is 75% water, and even slight dehydration can lead to reduced focus, slower cognitive processing, and increased fatigue. Drinking enough water throughout the day ensures that nutrients are delivered efficiently to brain cells and that toxins are flushed out. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day, and increase your intake if you consume caffeinated beverages, as caffeine can lead to dehydration. In addition to water, green tea and herbal teas can offer significant brain benefits. Green tea contains L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes relaxation while enhancing focus and alertness. Combined with caffeine, L-theanine helps create a calm yet focused state of mind, making green tea an excellent choice for studying, working, or engaging in deep thinking. Herbal teas such as ginseng and ginkgo biloba have also been linked to improved cognitive function and mental clarity. Eating for brain health is not just about individual foods, but also about creating balanced meals that sustain energy and cognitive function throughout the day. A well-rounded diet that includes complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, high-quality proteins, and fiber supports stable blood sugar levels, preventing energy crashes and mental fog. Whole grains, such as quinoa, brown rice, and oats, provide slow-releasing energy, ensuring that your brain remains alert and active for longer periods. For those who want to take brain nutrition a step further, intermittent fasting has been shown to have profound benefits on cognitive function. Fasting triggers autophagy, a process in which the body removes damaged cells and regenerates new ones. Research indicates that intermittent fasting can enhance memory, improve focus, and even promote the growth of new brain cells, making it a powerful strategy for long-term brain health. Meal timing also plays a role in brain performance. Eating heavy meals late at night can disrupt sleep and negatively impact cognitive function the next day. Instead, consuming a nutrient-dense breakfast sets the foundation for a productive day by fueling the brain with essential nutrients early on. Foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, nuts and berries make for an excellent brain-boosting breakfast. By making mindful food choices and prioritizing a nutrient diet, you can significantly enhance your brain ability to think, learn, and process information. Your diet directly affects how well your brain functions today and how resilient it remains in the future. By consistently feeding your brain the right nutrients, you're investing in better memory, sharper focus, and long-term cognitive health. 5. Harness the power of the Pomodoro technique. In today's fast-paced world, staying focused for long periods can feel nearly impossible. The constant influx of notifications, social media updates, and daily responsibilities makes it difficult to concentrate on a single task. However, your brain isn't designed for continuous, unbroken focus. It thrives when given structured work intervals with planned breaks. This is where the Pomodoro technique comes in, a time management method that enhances productivity, reduces mental fatigue, and improves overall brain function by aligning work cycles with your brain's natural rhythm. Developed in the late 1980s by Francesco Cirillo, the Pomodoro technique is based on the principle that the brain works best when it focuses intensely on a task for a short, defined period, followed by a brief rest. This structured approach not only improves efficiency, but also helps prevent burnout and procrastination. The method involves breaking work into focused 25-minute sessions called Pomodoros, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes to allow your brain to recharge before starting another cycle. The reason the Pomodoro technique works so effectively is that it takes advantage of the brain's attention span. Research has shown that the average person can focus optimally on a task for about 20 to 50 minutes before mental fatigue sets in. Trying to push beyond this limit leads to diminishing returns, as the brain becomes less efficient at processing information and solving problems. By incorporating short breaks between work intervals, the Pomodoro technique ensures that your brain remains sharp, energized, and ready to perform at its best throughout the day. One of the biggest benefits of this technique is its ability to train the brain to focus more deeply. Many people struggle with distractions, frequently shifting their attention between multiple tasks, which decreases productivity and weakens concentration over time. However, by committing to just 25 minutes of uninterrupted work, the brain learns to stay engaged in a single task, gradually strengthening its ability to focus. Over time, practicing this technique consistently can reprogram your brain to resist distractions and enter a deep state of concentration more easily. Another advantage of the Pomodoro technique is that it helps reduce procrastination. When faced with a large or complex task, many people feel overwhelmed and put off starting because the task seems too daunting. However, breaking it down into small, manageable time blocks makes it feel more achievable. Knowing that you only need to work for 25 minutes before taking a break removes the mental resistance to starting. This makes the technique particularly useful for students, professionals, and creatives who often struggle with procrastination. The structured work break cycle of the Pomodoro technique is highly effective at preventing burnout and mental exhaustion. Many people try to push themselves to work for hours without a break, believing that non-stop effort leads to greater productivity. However, the brain needs periodic rest to process information efficiently and maintain peak performance. Without breaks, cognitive fatigue sets in, reducing focus, increasing mistakes, and lowering overall efficiency. By following the Pomodoro cycle, the brain remains refreshed and capable of sustaining high levels of performance for longer periods. The Pomodoro technique can also enhance memory and learning. Studies show that information is better retained when learned in short bursts rather than in long, continuous sessions. This is because the brain processes information more effectively when it is given time to absorb and consolidate what has been learned. By taking regular breaks, you allow your brain to transition from active processing to deeper integration, improving long-term retention and comprehension. Another reason why the Pomodoro technique is so powerful is its impact on time management and efficiency. When working without a clear structure, it's easy to lose track of time and spend too long on tasks that don't require it. However, setting a 25-minute timer forces you to work with a sense of urgency, eliminating unnecessary distractions and keeping you focused on the task at hand. Many people find that they accomplish more in 2 focused Pomodoro sessions than they would in an entire day of unstructured work. To get the most out of the Pomodoro technique, it's essential to create a distraction-free work environment. This means turning off notifications, putting your phone on silent, and setting clear boundaries with others during work sessions. If an unrelated thought or task comes to mind during a Pomodoro, write it down and return to it later, rather than shifting focus away from the task at hand. While the standard Pomodoro cycle consists of 25-minute work sessions followed by 5-minute breaks, it can be adjusted to suit individual preferences and work styles. Some people find that they work best in 50-minute sessions with 10-minute breaks, while others prefer shorter 20-minute sessions. The key is to experiment and find the ideal balance that keeps you engaged and productive without feeling drained. The technique can also be combined with other productivity methods for even greater efficiency. For example, pairing it with the Eisenhower matrix, which prioritizes tasks based on urgency and importance, ensures that the most critical work is completed first. Similarly, using Pomodoros alongside the deep work method, which focuses on intense, distraction-free concentration, can maximize cognitive output and creativity. For those who struggle with motivation, gamifying the Pomodoro technique can make it more engaging. Tracking completed Pomodoros, rewarding yourself after a set number of cycles, or competing with yourself to complete a task within a Pomodoro session can turn productivity into an enjoyable challenge. There are even Pomodoro apps and timers that visually track progress, helping you stay accountable and maintain consistency. By consistently applying the Pomodoro technique, you can retrain your brain to work more efficiently, stay focused for longer periods, and accomplish more in less time. It transforms productivity from an exhausting struggle into a structured, manageable process that aligns with the brain's natural rhythm. Whether you're studying for exams, working on a major project, or trying to develop better time management habits, mastering the Pomodoro technique can be a game changer in optimizing brain function and upgrading your life. 6. Use visualization to boost cognitive performance. Visualization is one of the most powerful mental techniques for enhancing cognitive performance, improving memory, and accelerating learning. The human brain is designed to process images more efficiently than words, which is why visualizing concepts, goals, and tasks can significantly boost brain function. Whether you are an athlete preparing for a competition, a student studying for an exam, or a professional working on a complex project, training your brain through visualization can help you perform at a higher level. Visualization is the practice of creating mental images to represent ideas, actions, or outcomes. Neuroscientists have discovered that when you vividly imagine performing an action, the brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were physically doing it. This means that through consistent visualization, you can strengthen your ability to focus, improve problem-solving skills, and even enhance muscle memory without actual physical practice. One of the best examples of visualization in action comes from sports science. Many elite athletes, including Olympic champions and professional players, use mental imagery techniques to rehearse their movements before competing. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize themselves executing a perfect routine, making a successful shot, or crossing the finish line first experience improvements in real performance. This is because the brain can always distinguish between a vividly imagined scenario and a real one, so mental practice helps reinforce the same neural circuits used during physical activity. Beyond sports, visualization is incredibly effective for academic learning and memory retention. The human brain processes and stores visual information much faster than text-based data, which is why using mental imagery can make it easier to remember information, understand complex concepts, and retrieve details when needed. One study found that students who incorporated visualization techniques into their study routines retained significantly more information compared to those who used only traditional note-taking methods. One of the simplest ways to use visualization for learning is through the method of Lotai, also known as the memory palace technique. This ancient memory-enhancing strategy, used by Greek and Roman scholars, involves associating information with specific locations in a familiar setting, such as your home or a favorite place. By mentally placing facts, numbers or ideas in different rooms and vividly picturing them, you can recall information with remarkable accuracy. This technique is still widely used today by memory champions and students preparing for high-stakes exams. Another powerful visualization method is mental rehearsal. Before tackling a difficult task, such as giving a presentation, solving a problem, or learning a new skill, take a few minutes to mentally go through the process step by step. Imagine yourself successfully completing each part with confidence and clarity. This primes your brain for actual performance, reducing anxiety and improving execution. Research shows that individuals who engage in mental rehearsal perform significantly better than those who approach tasks without prior visualization. Visualization can also enhance creativity and problem-solving skills. Many of history's greatest inventors, artists, and thinkers, including Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, and Leonardo da Vinci, used mental imagery to conceptualize their ideas before bringing them to life. Einstein famously relied on visualization to develop his theories, often picturing himself riding a beam of light to understand the nature of relativity. By engaging in creative visualization, you can train your brain to think outside the box, generate innovative ideas, and explore solutions from multiple angles. Another key benefit of visualization is its ability to boost motivation and goal achievement. When you vividly imagine yourself accomplishing a goal, your brain begins to believe it is possible, making you more likely to take action toward it. Many successful entrepreneurs, leaders, and high achievers use visualization to stay focused on their aspirations. They create vision boards filled with images representing their goals, or they practice daily visualization exercises where they imagine themselves reaching their full potential. This mental conditioning strengthens self-discipline and perseverance, helping to overcome challenges along the way. For visualization to be truly effective, it's important to engage all your senses. The more detailed and realistic the mental image, the stronger the impact on your brain. Instead of simply picturing an outcome, imagine the sounds, textures, emotions, and even smells associated with it. For example, if you are visualizing a successful public speech, imagine the warmth of the stage lights, the sound of applause, and the feeling of confidence in your voice. The more immersive the experience, the greater its effect on your brain. Pairing visualization with affirmations and positive self-talk can further enhance its power. When you visualize success while reinforcing it with empowering statements such as, "I am capable," "I am focused," or "I am confident," you strengthen the neural pathways associated with self-belief. This helps combat self-doubt and builds a resilient mindset that supports continuous improvement. Incorporating guided visualization techniques can be highly beneficial. Many meditation techniques can be very beneficial, and personal development programs offer guided visualizations that help you picture success, relaxation, or mental clarity. These sessions often use storytelling elements to guide you through imaginary scenarios designed to rewire your brain for positivity and focus. To integrate visualization into your daily routine, Start by setting aside a few minutes each morning or before important tasks to practice mental imagery. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths and visualize your goals, challenges, or tasks with complete focus. Over time, this habit will train your brain to operate with greater efficiency, clarity, and confidence. By consistently practicing visualization, you can enhance cognitive performance, accelerate learning, and strengthen your problem-solving skills. The power of the mind is limitless, and when you train your brain to see success before it happens, you pave the way for achieving it in reality. 7. Read every day to strengthen neural pathways. Reading is one of the most powerful exercises for your brain. It is a fundamental skill that not only provides knowledge but also rewires your brain, strengthens neural pathways, and enhances cognitive abilities. The act of reading engages multiple brain regions, improving memory, focus, critical thinking, and even emotional intelligence. Unlike passive consumption of information through videos or social media, reading actively stimulates the brain, requiring it to process, analyze, and retain information. Scientific studies have shown that reading enhances brain connectivity. When you read, your brain forms and strengthens neural circuits that improve your ability to process complex ideas, recognize patterns, and understand abstract concepts. The more you read, the stronger these neural pathways become, making it easier to comprehend end information, solve problems, and think creatively. MRI scans of individuals who read regularly show increased activity in the areas of the brain associated with language comprehension and analytical reasoning, indicating that reading physically changes the structure of the brain. One of the most significant benefits of reading is its ability to improve memory and cognitive longevity. Every time you read, your brain creates new synapses, the connections between neurons, helping to keep your mind sharp. This is particularly important as you age, as regular reading has been linked to a lower risk of cognitive decline and dementia. A study published in Neurology found that individuals who engaged in mentally stimulating activities, such as reading throughout their lives, experienced slower rates of cognitive decline compared to those who did not. Reading also enhances focus and concentration, a skill that is becoming increasingly rare in today's world of constant distractions. When you read a book, you immerse yourself in the content, training your brain to focus for extended periods. This ability to concentrate deeply translates to other areas of life, helping you stay productive, engaged, and less prone to distractions. Unlike scrolling through short social media posts, which fragment attention, reading requires sustained mental effort, helping to develop discipline and mental endurance. Another powerful advantage of reading is its impact on emotional intelligence and empathy. When you read fiction, especially stories with well-developed characters, your brain experiences their emotions as if they were real. This phenomenon, known as narrative transportation, allows you to step into different perspectives, understand diverse experiences, and develop greater empathy. A study published in Science found that individuals who read literary fiction demonstrated increased ability to understand and predict other people's emotions, making them better at social interactions and relationships. Reading also expands vocabulary and improves communication skills. Exposure to new words, sentence structures, and writing styles enhances verbal intelligence, making it easier to articulate thoughts clearly and persuasively. A strong vocabulary is linked to higher intelligence, better problem skills, and improved cognitive flexibility. Research suggests that individuals with advanced language skills tend to perform better in academic and professional settings, as they can process and express ideas more effectively. One of the most underappreciated benefits of reading is its ability to reduce stress and improve mental well-being. Engaging in a good book has been shown to lower cortisol levels, the hormone responsible for stress, by helping the mind escape from daily worries. Studies have found that just 6 minutes of reading can reduce stress levels by up to 68, making it more effective than listening to music, taking a walk, or having a cup of tea. Reading before bed can also improve sleep quality as it relaxes the mind and signals to the body that it's time to wind down. Different types of reading offer different cognitive benefits. Non-fiction books enhance knowledge, analytical thinking, and problem-solving skills. They provide insights into real-world issues, history, science, and self-improvement, helping readers develop critical thinking and decision-making abilities. Fiction books stimulate creativity, imagination, and emotional intelligence. They help readers understand human nature, social dynamics, and storytelling, which are essential for communication and empathy. Philosophical and complex literature challenge the brain by introducing abstract ideas, encouraging deep thought and intellectual discussion. Poetry and artistic works engage the right hemisphere of the brain, fostering emotional awareness, creativity, and self-expression. To maximize the benefits of reading, it is essential to develop a consistent reading habit. Setting aside at least 20 to 30 minutes per day for reading can significantly improve cognitive function over time. Those who struggle with finding time to read can incorporate books into their daily routines by listening to audiobooks while commuting, reading a few pages before bed, or setting specific reading goals. Keeping a reading journal to write down insights, summaries, and reflections can also enhance comprehension and retention. Choosing diverse reading materials can challenge the brain in different ways. Alternating between fiction, non-fiction, biographies, and academic texts prevents mental stagnation and ensures continued intellectual growth. Reading outside of one's comfort zone, such as exploring topics unfamiliar or challenging, pushes the brain to adapt and learn new concepts. One of the most effective ways to retain and apply knowledge from reading is through active engagement. Instead of passively consuming information, readers should take notes, highlight key passages, and discuss ideas with others. Teaching what you learn to someone else or applying the concepts in real life strengthens neural connections, ensuring that the information is not quickly forgotten. In an age where attention spans are shrinking due to digital distractions, reading remains one of the most valuable tools for brain enhancement. Unlike short-form content that provides quick bursts of entertainment, books encourage deep thinking, sustained focus, and long-term intellectual development. Whether it's a novel that transports you to another world, a self-improvement book that shifts your mindset, or a scientific text that challenges your understanding, every book you read makes your brain stronger, sharper, and more adaptable. By making reading a daily habit, you can train your brain to process information more effectively, retain knowledge more efficiently, and think more critically. It is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to upgrade your intelligence and continuously evolve as a thinker, learner, and problem solver. In a world that rewards those who can think deeply, communicate clearly, and analyze information effectively, reading is one of the most powerful brain hacks you can master. 8. Rewire your mind with positive self-talk. Your thoughts shape your reality. The way you speak to yourself, whether internally or out loud, has a direct impact on your emotions, decisions, and overall mental health, performance. Positive self-talk is a powerful tool that can rewire your brain, enhance cognitive function, and improve emotional resilience. By replacing negative thought patterns with constructive and empowering affirmations, you can develop greater confidence, mental clarity, and the ability to handle challenges with ease. Every thought you have creates neural pathways in your brain. Repeated thoughts, whether positive or negative, strengthen these pathways, making it easier for similar thoughts to occur in the future. This is why negative self-talk can become a habit. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not smart enough," or "I always fail," your brain reinforces these beliefs, making them feel more real over time. However, the good news is that your brain is highly adaptable, and with conscious effort, you can reprogram it to default to positive and empowering thoughts instead. Neuroscience has proven that self-talk directly affects brain chemistry and cognitive function. When you engage in positive self-talk, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters associated with motivation, happiness, and mental clarity. These chemicals improve focus, memory, and problem-solving skills, making it easier to process information effectively. On the other hand, negative self-talk increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone that impairs memory, reduces focus, and contributes to anxiety and depression. By shifting to positive internal dialogue, you can create a healthier and more productive mental state. One of the key benefits of positive self-talk is its ability to improve learning and intelligence. When you encounter a difficult problem, telling yourself, "I can figure this out," instead of "I'm not smart enough," actually increases your brain's ability to find solutions. Studies have shown that students who engage in self-encouraging talk perform better on exams, retain information longer, and approach challenges with a problem-solving mindset. Instead of seeing difficulties as threats, they perceive them as opportunities for growth. To harness the power of self, it's important to first identify negative patterns that may be holding you back. Many people have an inner critic, a voice that constantly points out their flaws, doubts their abilities, and predicts failure. This voice is often shaped by past experiences, societal expectations, or childhood influences. The first step to rewiring your brain is to become aware of these thoughts and consciously challenge them. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," reframe it with, "I am capable and improving every day." This simple shift disrupts old neural pathways and starts forming new, more empowering ones. Another effective strategy is using affirmations, short, powerful statements that reinforce positive beliefs. Saying things like, "I am intelligent," "I am capable of learning anything," or "I overcome challenges with ease," trains your brain to adopt these beliefs as reality. Repeating affirmations daily, especially in the morning or before a difficult task, conditions your mind to focus on strengths rather than weaknesses. Studies have shown that affirmations activate the reward system in the brain, increasing motivation and resilience. The words you use when talking to yourself matter. Research has found that speaking to yourself in the second or third person, rather than the first person, can increase mental clarity and emotional control. For example, instead of saying, "I can do this," try saying, "You can do this," as if you were encouraging a friend. This psychological distance helps your brain adopt a more rational and objective perspective, making it easier to manage stress and anxiety. Positive self-talk is also a powerful tool for emotional regulation and stress management. Life is full of challenges, and how you react to them determines your mental and emotional well-being. When faced with failure or setbacks, instead of saying, "This is the worst thing ever," reframe it as, "This is a temporary challenge, and I will grow from it." This kind of mindset trains your brain to remain calm and solution rather than becoming overwhelmed by negativity. The effects of positive self go beyond intelligence and cognitive function. They also impact physical health and overall brain longevity. Studies have shown that individuals with a positive internal dialogue experience lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and even longer lifespans. Chronic negative self-talk, on the other hand, has been linked to an increased risk of mental disorders, cardiovascular disease, and premature aging due to prolonged stress exposure. To integrate positive self-talk into your daily routine, try the following techniques. Start your day with powerful affirmations. Begin each morning by stating positive beliefs about yourself, such as, "I am intelligent, focused, and capable," or "I approach challenges with confidence." Use a self-talk journal. Write down negative thoughts that arise during the day and actively reframe them into positive statements. Over time, this will train your brain to automatically shift toward more constructive thinking. Visualize success while using positive language. When working on a task, imagine yourself succeeding and narrate your progress with encouraging words. For example, "You're doing great." Keep going. Eliminate self-limiting phrases. Stop using words like, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," or "This is too hard." Replace them with, "I'm learning," "I will figure this out," and every step forward counts. Surround yourself with positivity. The language and mindset of the people around you influence your own thought patterns. Engage with individuals who uplift and encourage you rather than those who constantly focus on negativity. Practice self-compassion. Be as kind to yourself as you would be to a close friend. Instead of criticizing yourself for mistakes, say, "Everyone makes mistakes. I am learning and improving." By consistently practicing positive self, you can rewire your brain for success, intelligence, and emotional resilience. It is one of the simplest yet most profound brain hacks available, one that requires no special tools, only conscious effort. Over time, as positive self-talk becomes second nature, You will notice greater confidence, sharper thinking, improved learning ability, and a more optimistic outlook on life. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and the way you speak to yourself determines how effectively you use it. 9. Master the art of mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation have long been recognized for their ability to promote mental clarity, reduce stress, and enhance overall cognitive performance. These practices, which involve focusing your attention on the present moment without judgment, have been scientifically proven to improve brain function, emotional regulation, and even physical health. In a world filled with distractions and constant mental clutter, learning to cultivate mindfulness and incorporate meditation into your daily routine can unlock powerful cognitive benefits and help you reach your fullest potential. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment without getting caught up in past regrets or future worries. In our fast-paced world, our minds are often preoccupied with thoughts of the past or the future, leading to feelings of stress, anxiety, and even burnout. Mindfulness practice teaches you to observe your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without attachment or judgment, allowing you to experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment. This simple shift in perspective has profound effects on both the brain and the body. Studies have shown that practicing mindfulness and meditation increases gray matter density in key regions of the brain associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation, such as the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus. These areas are crucial for higher-order thinking, decision-making, and emotional resilience. As you practice mindfulness, you become better at controlling your emotional responses, reducing impulsivity, and making more thoughtful, deliberate decisions. The improved connectivity between these brain regions leads to enhanced cognitive abilities, such as sharper memory, greater creativity, and better problem-solving skills. One of the most significant cognitive benefits of mindfulness is its ability to increase focus and attention span. In today's world of constant distractions, it is becoming increasingly difficult to concentrate on a single task for an extended period. However, mindfulness training has been shown to improve sustained attention by training the brain to resist distractions and remain fully engaged in the task at hand. When you practice mindfulness, you become more adept at directing your attention and refocusing when your mind begins to wander. This improved focus translates to greater productivity and efficiency in both personal and professional tasks. Mindfulness helps you regulate your emotions and build emotional intelligence. It teaches you to observe your emotions without reacting impulsively or letting them control your behavior. By acknowledging your feelings without judgment, you gain a greater sense of emotional balance and are better able to navigate challenging situations with calmness and clarity. This emotional resilience is essential for maintaining mental well-being, as it allows you to handle stress, frustration, and setbacks without becoming overwhelmed. Over time, you develop greater empathy, understanding, and compassion for both yourself and others. Incorporating meditation into your routine amplifies the effects of mindfulness and provides additional cognitive benefits. Meditation is a practice that involves focusing your attention on a specific object, sound, or your breath, and returning your focus to that object whenever your mind begins to wander. Regular meditation practice has been shown to improve brain function by promoting neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Through meditation, you create new, healthier mental habits, which can lead to improved cognitive performance and increased resilience to stress. Scientific research has also demonstrated that meditation increases the thickness of the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for executive functions like decision-making, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. Meditation also reduces activity in the default mode network, DMN, the brain network associated with mind-wandering, self-referential thinking, and rumination. Overactive DMN activity has been linked to conditions like anxiety, depression, and stress. So reducing its activity through meditation leads to a calmer, more balanced mind. Meditation has been shown to improve memory and learning. When you meditate, you engage in practices that help sharpen your focus, reduce distractions, and improve your working memory. This is especially beneficial when learning new information or solving complex problems, as meditation helps the brain filter out irrelevant information and focus on what is most important. As you continue to meditate, you also cultivate a more flexible mind, allowing you to adapt more easily to new situations and ideas. Mindfulness and meditation also have profound effects on reducing stress and anxiety. Chronic stress can impair cognitive function, affect memory, and even cause long-term damage to the brain. When you practice mindfulness, you activate the relaxation response, which counteracts the stress response by reducing levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This helps to lower anxiety, reduce feelings of tension, and increase a sense of calm and well-being. Over time, mindfulness helps you develop a greater sense of equanimity, allowing you to remain calm and composed in the face of stresses or challenging situations. To incorporate mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine, start with simple practices that can be done at any time during the day. Mindful breathing exercises are an excellent starting point. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly while gently bringing your attention back to the breath if your mind begins to wander. You can also practice mindful walking or mindful eating, paying full attention to the sensations in your body as you move or eat. These small, everyday moments of mindfulness train your brain to stay present and build the foundation for more formal meditation practices. For those who wish to deepen their practice, setting aside 10 to 20 minutes each day for seated meditation can provide additional benefits. Sit in a quiet space. Close your eyes and focus on your breath, a mantra or a visualization. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back without judgment. Over time, your ability to stay focused and calm will improve, and you will begin to experience the numerous cognitive, emotional, and physical benefits of mindfulness and meditation. Many people find it helpful to use guided meditation apps or attend mindfulness courses to support their practice. These resources can provide structure and guidance, helping you stay on track and make meditation a consistent part of your life. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, you can retrain your brain to be more focused, resilient, and emotionally balanced, enhancing both your cognitive performance and overall mental well-being. These practices offer a simple, natural way to upgrade your brain, reduce stress, and cultivate a more peaceful, productive, and fulfilling life. 10. Engage in strategic breaks to recharge your brain. In our modern world, where productivity is often celebrated above all else, the idea of taking breaks can seem counterproductive. Many people believe that pushing through tasks without stopping is the key to achieving more. However, research has consistently shown that strategic breaks are one of the most effective ways to enhance brain function, improve focus, and maintain long-term productivity. When you allow your brain to rest and recharge, you not only give it the chance to recover, but also optimize its performance in the long run. Taking breaks throughout your workday is essential because your brain has a limited capacity for maintaining focus. Studies have shown that working continuously without breaks can lead to cognitive fatigue, reduced attention, and a decline in memory performance. The brain's ability to focus diminishes after about 25 to 50 minutes of sustained attention, and without proper rest, its efficiency decreases significantly. In fact, when you push past this natural limit, the brain starts to experience diminishing returns, which leads to more mistakes and a slower pace of work. By incorporating breaks into your routine, you allow your brain to refuel and reset, ensuring that it remains sharp, focused, and capable of high-level thinking. One of the most effective strategies for taking breaks is the Pomodoro technique, which divides work into 25-minute focused intervals, followed by 5-minute breaks. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This cycle creates a balance between deep, concentrated work and rejuvenating rest. The key is to structure your work sessions in such a way that you can push your mental limits while also providing regular opportunities for recovery. The regularity of breaks in the Pomodoro technique allows the brain to stay fresh, reducing mental fatigue and improving overall productivity. While the Pomodoro method is widely known, scientific research has identified other techniques that can help maximize the benefits of taking breaks. For example, the ultradian rhythm is a biological rhythm in which the brain operates in 90-minute cycles of activity followed by rest. According to this rhythm, after 90 minutes of intense focus, your brain needs a longer period of rest, around 15 to 20 minutes. By syncing your work schedule with your ultradian rhythm, you allow your brain to function at its optimal level for longer periods. During breaks, it's essential to step away from your work completely to give your brain the full opportunity to recharge. Passive breaks, such as scrolling through social media or checking emails, do not provide the same cognitive relief as more active breaks. While these may seem like ways to rest, they actually keep your brain engaged and distracted, leading to mental clutter and a lack of rejuvenation. Instead, use your break time for activities that allow your brain to relax and disengage from the task at hand. This might include a short walk, stretching, deep breathing exercises, or simply sitting in silence to clear your mind. Another highly effective break strategy is getting outside into nature. Spending time outdoors has been shown to significantly reduce stress levels, lower cortisol, and improve mood. Nature walks in particular have cognitive benefits, as they boost creativity and problem-solving skills by allowing the brain to enter a relaxed, restorative state. Even just a few minutes spent in a park or green space can have profound effects on your mental clarity, attention span, and emotional well-being. Physical movement is also a critical component of strategic breaks. Exercise has been shown to boost brain function by increasing blood flow to the brain, promoting the release of neurotrophins, proteins that promote brain health, and reducing mental fatigue. Taking short breaks to engage in light physical activity, such as stretching, yoga, or a quick walk, can significantly enhance focus, creativity, and cognitive performance. It's been found that people who incorporate short bursts of physical activity throughout the day perform better on cognitive tasks, with improvements in memory retention, decision-making, and task performance. For those working at a desk for extended periods, standing breaks are particularly important. Prolonged sitting has been linked to decreased cognitive performance, impaired memory, and increased stress. By standing up every 30 to 60 minutes and moving around, you encourage better circulation and prevent the mental fatigue associated with being sedentary. Using a standing desk or simply stretching and walking around for a few minutes can rejuvenate your mind and keep your energy levels high throughout the day. In addition to physical breaks, mental breaks are also crucial for maintaining cognitive performance. This could involve activities like meditation, breathing exercises, or practicing mindfulness. These practices help to reduce stress, improve focus, and reset your brain by calming the mind. Even a few minutes of deep breathing, where you focus on slow, intentional inhales and exhales, can lower heart rate, reduce anxiety, and prepare the brain for the next phase of work. Many people find that taking a short meditation break before diving into a difficult task improves their mental clarity and ability to approach challenges with a calm, focused mindset. A simple but often overlooked aspect of taking breaks is ensuring that you disconnect from technology during your rest periods. Constant exposure to screens and digital information can cause mental overload and heighten stress levels. During your breaks, make it a point to turn off your phone, computer, and other electronic devices, giving your brain the space it needs to fully reset. Engaging in activities like reading a book, listening to music, or chatting with a colleague or friend can provide a necessary mental break without contributing to information overload. It's important to remember that breaks should be tailored to your individual needs and preferences. Not all breaks are created equal, and what works for one person may not work for another. Experiment with different types of breaks, such as active versus passive breaks, or short versus long intervals, to discover what helps you feel the most recharged. By recognizing the power of breaks and incorporating them strategically into your day, you'll experience improved cognitive function, enhanced creativity, and greater overall productivity. The key takeaway is that taking regular intentional breaks isn't a waste of time. It's an investment in your brain's long-term performance. By giving your brain the rest it needs to recharge, you ensure that it remains efficient, focused, and capable of handling the demands of your day. Instead of pushing through fatigue and risking burnout, Learn to embrace breaks as essential components of your work routine, boosting both productivity and mental well in the process. 11. Train your brain with physical exercise. It's no secret that physical exercise is good for your body, but what many people don't realize is how profoundly it impacts your brain as well. Regular physical activity is not just a way to maintain physical health. It is one of the most effective ways to boost cognitive function, enhance memory, and improve overall brain health. From improving focus and attention to preventing mental decline, exercise has far-reaching effects on your brain's ability to perform at its peak. One of the most well-documented benefits of physical exercise on the brain is its ability to increase blood flow to the brain. Just as muscles require oxygen and nutrients to function at their best, your brain needs an ample supply of oxygen-rich blood to operate efficiently. Exercise enhances circulation, delivering more oxygen and essential nutrients to brain cells, which in turn promotes optimal brain function. Studies have shown that even moderate exercise can increase brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens synaptic connections. This process helps with learning, memory retention, and cognitive plasticity, allowing your brain to adapt and grow in response to new experiences. In addition to enhancing BDNF levels, physical activity stimulates the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, chemicals that regulate mood, attention, and motivation. The dopamine release from exercise, for example, enhances focus and motivation, making it easier to engage with tasks, think critically, and stay on track. Serotonin, known for its mood-boosting properties, helps alleviate feelings of anxiety and depression, while norepinephrine enhances your brain's ability to focus on tasks and process information effectively. This chemical cocktail makes physical exercise a natural, effective antidote to mental fatigue, stress, and even depression. Exercise is particularly beneficial for memory and learning. Regular physical activity has been shown to increase the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory formation and spatial navigation. The larger the hippocampus, the better the brain's capacity to store, retrieve, and organize information. Aerobic exercises such as running, swimming, or cycling are particularly effective at boosting hippocampal volume and improving long-term memory. Even short bursts of intense exercise, like a quick sprint or a few minutes of high-intensity interval training, HIIT, can trigger the release of proteins and growth factors that enhance neural connections related to memory and learning. Exercise helps combat cognitive decline as we age. As we grow older, the brain naturally experiences a decline in function, including reduced memory, attention, and cognitive processing speed. However, regular physical activity has been shown to slow down or even reverse some of these age-related cognitive declines. Studies have demonstrated that older adults who engage in regular physical exercise have a lower risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia. Exercise helps by reducing inflammation in the brain, boosting blood flow, and supporting the growth of new neurons, effectively preserving cognitive function over the long term. Physical activity also plays a key role in reducing stress and enhancing emotional regulation. When you exercise, your brain releases endorphins, which are the body's natural painkillers and mood enhancers. These chemicals help to elevate mood, reduce feelings of anxiety, and alleviate symptoms of depression. In fact, exercise has been shown to be as effective as some antidepressants in treating mild to moderate depression. Additionally, exercise helps to regulate the body's stress response by reducing the production of the stress hormone cortisol. Lower cortisol levels lead to improved emotional balance in a way that is a stress hormone, enhanced focus, and better overall mental health. Incorporating physical exercise into your routine doesn't have to mean committing to long, strenuous workouts. Even light to moderate activities such as walking, yoga, or stretching can have a significant impact on brain function. Studies have shown that even a 30-minute walk can improve mood, increase attention span, and boost mental clarity. This makes exercise an accessible and effective brain-boosting tool for people of all fitness levels. If you're looking to maximize the cognitive benefits of exercise, try combining cardio exercises such as running, cycling, or swimming, with strength training such as weightlifting or bodyweight exercises. While cardio exercises are excellent for increasing heart rate, boosting circulation, and improving memory, strength training has been shown to promote neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form and reorganize connections in response to new experiences. Strength training also boosts levels of testosterone, a hormone that helps preserve cognitive function and mental clarity, particularly as we age. Another important aspect of physical exercise is its impact on sleep quality. Exercise has been shown to improve both the quantity and quality of sleep, allowing the brain to enter deeper stages of rest and recovery. During deep sleep, the brain consolidates memories, processes information, and clears out toxins, which enhances cognitive performance the following day. Better sleep also supports emotional regulation and stress management, helping you maintain a balanced, clear mind. To incorporate exercise into your daily routine and enhance brain health, consider setting small, achievable goals. Start with short, consistent workouts, aiming for at least 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity a few times a week. As you get into the habit, gradually increase the intensity and duration of your workouts to continue challenging your body and brain. Don't forget to focus on variety. Combining cardio, strength training, flexibility exercises, and relaxation techniques like yoga or Tai Chi will provide comprehensive benefits for both the body and the brain. Be mindful of exercise consistency. The cognitive benefits of exercise are not a one-time fix. To experience long-term improvements, regular activity is key. Aim to integrate movement into your daily routine, whether through structured workouts, recreational activities like hiking or dancing, or simply making an effort to walk more throughout the day. The brain is a remarkable organ, but it needs to be supported by a healthy lifestyle in order to perform at its best. Regular physical exercise is one of the most effective and accessible ways to keep your brain sharp, improve memory, reduce stress, and promote overall cognitive health. By committing to regular exercise, you're not just improving your body's fitness, you're investing in your brain's long-term health and mental performance. 12. Keep learning. Never stop expanding your knowledge. In an ever-changing world, the pursuit of knowledge is one of the most powerful tools you can use to keep your brain agile, sharp, and adaptable. Lifelong learning is not just for students or those seeking academic degrees. It's an essential practice that can significantly enhance cognitive function, emotional intelligence, and overall mental resilience. Whether it's learning a new language, acquiring a new skill, or simply exploring new ideas and perspectives, the process of continuous learning stimulates brain plasticity and keeps your mind engaged in the face of life's challenges. The human brain has an incredible ability to adapt to new information and experiences through neuroplasticity, the process by which the brain forms new neural connections and reorganizes itself in response to learning. Every time you acquire new knowledge or skills, you're actively reshaping the neural pathways in your brain, making them stronger and more efficient. This rewiring process helps you retain information more effectively, adapt to new situations more quickly, and enhance problem abilities. Essentially, the more you learn, the stronger and more capable your brain becomes. Learning new things challenges your brain to work in new ways, pushing your cognitive limits and improving your mental performance. For example, learning a new language involves mastering new grammar rules, vocabulary and pronunciation, which activates areas of the brain associated with memory and language processing. Similarly, acquiring a new skill, whether it's playing an instrument, coding or cooking, strengthens neural connections related to motor skills, memory, and creativity. Over time, the more you engage in these mentally stimulating activities, the more intelligent, creative, and adaptable your brain becomes. Lifelong learning has been linked to enhanced mental health. Engaging in continuous intellectual challenges has been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline, particularly as we age. Studies have demonstrated that adults who engage in regular learning activities, such as reading, taking classes, or pursuing hobbies, experience slower cognitive aging and are at a lower risk of developing conditions like Alzheimer's disease and dementia. The more actively your brain is engaged in learning, the more resilient it becomes to the effects of aging and mental decline. The process of learning also fosters critical thinking and problem-solving skills, as it forces your brain to evaluate new information. Consider multiple perspectives and make connections between previously unrelated ideas. Whether you're solving a complex problem at work, analyzing a piece of literature, or studying historical events, learning helps you develop higher-order thinking skills. These skills are essential not only for academic and professional success, but also for personal growth and effective decision-making in everyday life. One of the most powerful ways to engage in lifelong learning is by reading regularly. Books provide an endless source of knowledge, offering insights into every subject imaginable. Reading not only expands your knowledge base, but also improves vocabulary comprehension and analytical thinking. The more you read, the better you become at processing complex information, recognizing patterns, and thinking critically. Additionally, reading fiction has been shown to improve empathy and emotional intelligence, as it allows you to step into the minds of different characters and understand their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Learning doesn't just happen through reading. It can occur in any context where new information is being processed. Formal education, whether in a classroom or online, self-directed study and hands-on experience all offer opportunities for learning. Take courses that challenge you in areas outside of your comfort zone. Explore new hobbies that require you to acquire new skills, or simply engage in thoughtful conversations with people who have different perspectives and knowledge. The key is to stay curious and be open to exploring new ideas, concepts, and viewpoints. Another excellent way to engage in continuous learning is by embracing the concept of deliberate practice. This approach involves identifying areas of weakness or areas you want to improve and actively working to enhance those skills. Deliberate practice is different from simply doing something repetitively. It requires focused effort, feedback, and continuous refinement. Whether you're trying to improve at a sport, a musical instrument, or a professional skill, deliberate practice forces you to step outside your comfort zone and consistently challenge yourself to reach a higher level of performance. The internet has made lifelong learning more accessible than ever before. With a wealth of free and paid resources available online, you can learn about virtually any topic at your own pace. Platforms such as Coursera, Khan Academy, and edX offer courses in a wide range of subjects from science and technology to history and philosophy. YouTube has countless tutorials and educational channels providing step-by-step guides on nearly any skill you can imagine. The key is to embrace learning as an ongoing process and take advantage of the resources available to you. Another way to keep learning is by engaging with mentors, coaches, or communities that inspire you to grow. Surrounding yourself with people who challenge you intellectually and creatively will encourage you to stretch your limits. Mentors and coaches can provide valuable guidance and perspective, helping you navigate difficult concepts and overcome obstacles. Meanwhile, being part of a learning community, whether it's a book club, a professional network, or an online forum, can provide the support and motivation needed to keep moving forward in your educational journey. It's important to recognize that learning doesn't always have to be structured. The act of exploring new things, whether through travel, trying a new hobby, or experimenting with new creative pursuits, also serves as a powerful form of learning. Life itself is a constant learning process, and by embracing new experiences, you engage your brain in ways that foster growth and adaptability, whether it's trying a new recipe, learning to dance, or picking up a new instrument. Every experience contributes to the ongoing process of brain development. Incorporating lifelong learning into your daily routine can have profound effects on your overall cognitive health, emotional intelligence, and ability to adapt to new challenges. By committing to continuous learning, you can ensure that your brain stays active, healthy, and capable of reaching new heights of intelligence, creativity, and problem-solving ability. So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop learning. The more you learn, the more your mind will continue to expand, adapt, and thrive. Thank you.